Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a terrible story of Kong and Skar King, a story whose ending cannot be guessed, because it is supposed to have a different ending. So please stay with me as always. The island of Skull Island was a place of primordial beauty and terrifying secrets. Its lush jungles, towering mountains, and untamed seas hid a world untouched by civilization. Among its inhabitants were two creatures of legend, titans of the earth, King Kong and Skar King. Kong, the mighty ape, was a force of nature. His strength was unmatched, his roar a thunderclap that echoed through the island's valleys. Skar King, a serpentine behemoth with skulls as hard as obsidian, was a creature of darkness, his eyes glowing like molten lava. For millennia, Kong and Skar King had coexisted in a tense equilibrium. Their territories were divided by an invisible line, a boundary they rarely crossed, but as time passed, the balance began to shift. The island's volcanic heart, long dormant, began to stir. The first sign of trouble came when the volcano's tremors began to intensify. The earth shook, trees uprooted, and the island's inhabitants fled in terror. Kong and Skar King, sensing the danger, emerged from their lairs, their primal instincts awakened. As the volcano's activity increased, a strange darkness began to creep over the island. The once bright skies grew dim, the sun obscured by a thick, black cloud. The air became heavy with a suffocating stench, and the animals grew restless and aggressive. Kong and Skar King knew that something was wrong. They sensed a malevolent presence lurking in the shadows, a force that threatened to consume the island and all its inhabitants. They journeyed to the volcano's summit, their hearts heavy with dread. At the summit, they found a sight that chilled them to the bone. The volcano's crater was filled with a swirling vortex of darkness, a gaping mouth that seemed to suck in the life of the island. From within the vortex, a monstrous, serpentine creature emerged, his eyes glowing with an unnatural intensity. It was Skar King's evil twin, a creature of pure darkness that had been trapped within the volcano for millennia. Freed by the island's growing unrest, it sought to claim Skull Island as its own. Kong and Skar King knew that they must stop the creature before it was too late. They charged into the darkness, their roars echoing through the island. The battle was a spectacle of raw power, a clash of titans that shook the very foundations of the island. The creature fought with a ferocity that surpassed even Skar King's. Its attacks were swift and deadly, its venom-laden fangs seeking to incapacitate its foes. But Kong and Skar King were determined. They fought with all their might, their primal instincts driving them forward. As the battle raged, the volcano's activity intensified. The earth shook, rocks rained down from the sky, and the island was enveloped in a cloud of ash. But Kong and Skar King persevered. They fought on, their determination unwavering. Finally, with a mighty roar, Kong managed to land a devastating blow. The creature's form began to crumble, its darkness dissipating into the air. With a final, anguished scream, it collapsed, its evil extinguished. The island was saved. The darkness had been defeated, and the volcano's activity began to subside. Kong and Skar King stood side by side, their bodies battered but their spirits unbroken. They had faced a terrible threat, and they had emerged victorious. As they watched the sunrise over the island, they knew that their work was not done. The darkness might be defeated, but its influence would linger. They would need to remain vigilant to protect their home from any future threats. And so, they vowed to continue their guardianship to watch over Skull Island and ensure its survival. Thanks to the dear friends and viewers who watched the story till the end and spent their precious time on it. So if you enjoyed today's terrible video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and write your comments. And I leave it to the great God until Monday.